Good day everyone, welcome to another episode with me, Chili Dan. Let's get cooking. So today what I have in mind are these beautiful pork rib chops. We'll be spicing them liberally. Then we'll be making a caper and white wine sauce to go with it. Mwah! And then just simply with that some steamed vegetables. So let's go through the process. First of all, I've got my lovely chops here, as you can see. I've got my trusty mix, my ground cumin, ground coriander, ground garlic, and I'm just really liberally going to spice it all over, give it a good old rub in. My pan is already heating up here. The reason for that is we're going to try and extract as much of the fat as possible, because we're going to make our sauce in the same pan that we fry our beautiful, beautiful pork in. So right, what I'm going to do now is stack them on top of each other, and then we'll be putting them into the pan like so. At the moment there is no oil in this pan. Well, purely what I want to do is try and crispen up that skin, really get some of that natural fats cooking out. Then we're quickly going to fry them, stick them in the oven, and while they're cooking in the oven, we're going to do our sauce. So yeah, here we go. Right, let's have a look. So as you can see there, beautiful, starting to bubble on the sides. Now I've already created a little bit of the own pork fats in there. I'm going to go in with a splash of my vegetable oil. Pork chops are going in, and we are just going to flash fry them. Remember, just a nice color on the one side, nice color on the other side. Then they're going straight into the oven. We will cook them there to perfection. Pork chops are looking amazing. So while they're going, I'm going to start building my sauce. So I've got my finely sliced, diced onion over here. As you can see, there we go. Beautiful. That can go in so long. Pork chops won't be long now. Maybe another 2-3 minutes. Then we'll stick them in the oven, as we said. So why not get the onions going? We've got the space. I will put on top of my onions a little knob of butter, and they will just get going ever so beautifully. Right, so I'm happy with the chops. There we go, onto my oven tray. These are going in the oven quickly. And I'm back. Right. Onions are frying off beautifully. Now what we want to do is, obviously you've got some burnt pieces where the pork has caught into the pan, and you want to lift that up. So how are we going to do that? By adding some beautiful white wine. So I think I'll just do half of this, maybe save half for later with the meal. In she goes. I tell you, the smells, the flavors, amazing. So the idea now is to try and cook your white wine almost to when there's nothing left. So what happens now is it cooks into the onion. So the onion will carry all that beautiful, beautiful white wine flavors. So while that is happening, I've got some capers over here, nice and salty. Just going to scoop them out. There we go. The brine, nice and salty, so we'll add a splash of that. There we go. Give these a quick rough chop. This will add a beautiful dimension and flavor to our sauce. And in they go. Right. So now, if I smell my sauce, it's reducing beautifully. The wininess is kind of, I want to say, going away. If you take your glass of wine, you give it a swirl, you get that alcohol on the nose. If I take a whiff of my sauce, I'm starting to smell capers and onions, maybe even a little bit of butter. So that's a good sign that your sauce is almost at the perfect point where we can start thickening and adding our other ingredients. Give that a quick swirl about. Right, so I will be incorporating one big tablespoon of flour. That will thicken our sauce beautifully. I'll just stir that through. There we go. Good stuff. And now I'll go in with about, let's say, 2/3 of a cup of milk. Obviously the milk very luxurious. If you do have cream, you can do that. It's not a problem. But because we have some butter in here, we've got the capers, we've got the natural fats of the pork. This will be delicious. So what I'm going to do now is just move this over to a slower pan, slower stovetop plate over there. And now let's talk vegetables. Alright, so as we said, our vegetables are part cooked. So what I have are some baby potatoes, I've got some sliced courgettes, and then I've got some fresh kale out of the garden. Very good for us, very delicious. Now to punch all these flavors, bring a real nice glossiness to our vegetables, into my pan I will go with some butter. And then we got some lemon juice. And we'll just bring out all that lovely, lovely natural flavors. That's going to be beautiful. That's going to be beautiful. I tell you, nice vegetables, nice pork, great winey sauce. Come on, man. Right. Splash of water. And then we'll go in with the kale first. Just going to wilt it quickly. There we go. And then we'll add the rest. Easy as that. Kale's wilted beautifully, so now we're going to add in our courgettes, our potatoes, and then just for that oniony aspect, I've got some spring onions here, which we're going to put into our sauce in a while. So I'm going to take off the back part, the green piece that we always just tend to throw away, and I'm just going to finely slice this and add this into my vegetables. That will just add that bright, oniony, very light, delicious component to it and really just change it up another gear or two. So in she goes. Good stuff. I suppose a pinch of salt wouldn't go amiss. There we go. Crack of pepper. Sauce is looking great at the moment. It's very low, it's very slow. It's just cooking away ever so gently. Let's check on the pork and then we can assemble. I'm excited, guys. This is going to be great. So I've switched the vegetables to the slower stovetop. I've brought my sauce over to the hotter stovetop, but I've switched that off as well because I'm happy with the consistency. Now we just want to liven it up, give it some final love, and just really give it a good punch. So what I have is just some parsley leaves, washed, and we're just quickly going to give these a chop up. A quick chop up. That will obviously bring that freshness into our sauce. I can already start smelling the parsley. It's beautiful. Right, in she goes. The reason we do this last is we want it as fresh and as vibrant as possible. So, same with the spring onions. So the front parts, the green part bits we put into our vegetables. The white front parts we save for our sauce. Try and get this as fine as possible if you can, to the best of your ability. That goes in. Pork is looking great. Sauce is looking great. Boy, this is going to be a lunch for kings. Let's plate up. Right, guys, pork chops out of the oven. Now, just a quick squeeze of lemon juice over the top. Just some final enhancement of that beautiful porky flavor. There we go. And let's get this into our plate. Let's do 1, 2, beautiful, right. Then we're coming in with our vegetables. Lovely, lightly steamed, beautiful. Everything in there that you need. A little bit of potato, a little bit of kale. The onion for the freshness. Really want to show this off. It's beautiful, all the effort we put in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There we go. And now, the star of the show. Our beautiful white wine sauce. Nice and thick. What I want to do is just take a bit, just kind of lap it over my chops. This is the good stuff. I would say the more the merrier. That's really great. I can smell a little bit of wine in there. All right, and then to finish up, I've got these beautiful little tiny little herb sprouts. So that's a little carrot top, which we can just put here and there. Make it look really fancy today. Come over with a little bit of these smaller ones. Right. And there we go. Great plate of food. Only thing left now to do is to have a taste test. Let's get some of that sauce. Beautiful pork. Oh. That skin is nice and crispy. The sauce is winey, capery, creamy. I'm sorry, I have to finish this. I'll talk to you guys later.